Hey everybody, I have your partner math activity here, so we're going to go through the answers to some of this. Okay, starting with letter A, says simplify a to the 6th times a squared. So we're multiplying, that means we're going to add exponents and we get a to the 8th. In letter B, you're simplifying a to the 9th over a to the 5th. That's division of like bases, so we're going to subtract the exponents and we're going to get a to the 4th. Letter C, we're simplifying 3 to the 4th over 3 to the 7th. That's division, and we're going to subtract again. The 4 minus 7 is negative 3. So what we get initially is 3 to the negative 3rd. But remember that we can't leave negative exponents in the answer. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the denominator, and that makes it positive. And we're going to also evaluate what 3 to the 3rd is. So we get 1 over 27. Letter D, we're back to multiplication of like bases, so we're going to add those exponents together. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3, so we get 5 to the 3rd, and that's 125. Letter E, we're simplifying 2a to the 5th, and it's all being raised to the 3rd power. So remember that 3rd power gets applied to everything inside that parentheses. So we end up with 2 to the 3rd, a to the 15th. Remember, that's 3 a to the 5ths. So that's 5a's, 5a's, and 5 more a's. When you have a power raised to a power, we're multiplying the exponents. We are going to evaluate 2 to the 3rd. That's 8. So we get 8a to the 15th. In letter F, a squared over b to the negative 5th, all raised to the 4th power. So you can do this a couple different ways. We can go ahead and simplify or fix that negative 5 on the exponent by moving that to the top, or we can multiply first. I'm going to go ahead and just multiply first. So remember, both the numerator and the denominator get that power of 4. So we're going to multiply, that's a to the 8th, b to the negative 20th. And so there's that negative exponent that is going to move that back into the numerator with the a to the 8th. And we're going to get a to the 8th, b to the 20th. G is asking if 2 squared plus 2 to the 4th is 2 to the 6th, and then to explain your reasoning. So we know that exponents are repeated multiplication. If we were to actually evaluate these expressions, 2 squared is 4, 2 to the 4th is 16, and that equals 20. But 2 to the 6th, that's 2 being multiplied 6 times, that's 64. So you can see that it's not equal. We only add exponents when we're multiplying like bases, not when we're adding like bases. There's an error in letter H, x to the 3rd over 4 all being squared, and the final answer is x to the 6th over 4. So they did the numerator correctly, multiplying 3 times 2 is 6, but forgot to also square the 4. And so the correct answer here would be x to the 6th over 16. And the last two are word problems. The first one says that a miniature of an Egyptian pyramid is placed in a box which is shaped like a rectangular prism with a square base. The height of the box is 2 times longer than the width of the base. Write a simplified expression for the volume of the rectangular prism using powers. So if I just kind of draw a quick picture here, it has a square base. And so then here's the box that it's placed in. So we're told the height of the box is 2 times longer than the width of the base. So it's a square base, so if we just call that x, and now we want to say 2 times longer than x for the height, that would be 2x. Volume is length times width times height of a rectangular prism. And so we'll do length and width will be that square base, so that's going to be x, and then this is also x, so x times x, and then the height is 2x. So here we have an expression where we have actually 3 of the same variables. We're still just going to add all the exponents together. Remember, all of these x's have an exponent of 1, so we get 2x to the third. Letter J, a city covers an area of 3.2 to the 7th square miles. The population of the city is expected to be 3.2 times 10, or 3.2 to the 10th people in 30 years. Predict the average number of people per square mile in 30 years. So here it's going to be division. We're going to take the expected number of people, and we're going to divide it by the square miles. This will give us people per square mile. So since our bases are the same, and a base can be a decimal here, as you can see, so the base is 3.2, we're going to subtract 7 from 10 and get 3. So it's 3.2 to the third people per square mile. And so let's go ahead and just multiply that out. 3.2 times 3.2 times 3.2. So that's going to be 768 people, and we could round that up to just say 33, so about 33 people. Okay, make sure you turn that the top paper that has all of your work and answers on it into the tray.